Welcome back. In this video, we talk about how to change your habits. What is the simplest way? What does it really come down to? How long does it take to change a habit? And in this video, I'm gonna give you the thing that I tell to all my clients, the one thing that is the most important in my personal experience when it comes to changing a habit, creating a new habit, and really making it last without all that yo-yo, starting, losing kind of thing. So let's go and let's have a look at this. And before we go, if you guys are new on this channel or if you're coming back and you haven't subscribed yet, please click the link down below. Thank you for joining this channel, for helping me grow. And if you want to see more videos like that, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. All right, guys, so what is the secret? What is the secret to change a habit or to create a new one and to really make it last? Why is it that so many books have been written and there is, so many famous books that are so incredibly complex when they talk about habits? And it's like you're taking a PhD in breaking habits, creating a new habits, and it's so overwhelming. And the first challenge that I noticed with all those books and all those aspects of breaking a habit, creating a new habit, is our idea, our perception, our beliefs around habits. You see, a lot of people start with the attitude, start with the preconceived ideas that it's hard, right? Changing a habit, it's hard. It takes a long time, it takes a lot of effort, or it takes me doing a lot of things. So if you come through this belief, through this mental perception, you are going to make it hard, right? Because you live what you believe. So the first thing I'm inviting you clearly to reflect on is to stop telling yourself all these crazy thoughts and beliefs around breaking a habit, starting a new behavior, and changing these type of things. Make it easy. Start with a positive attitude that you will and can change anything in your life easily. Okay? It is your innate creative power. So that must be in you, in your mind, with certainty. Now, keep things simple. That's the second thing I want to invite you to do, is keep it simple. Look, you don't need to take a PhD in changing habits, read 5,000 books and watch another 10,000 videos on how to stick with habits. It's not about a magic formula. It's not about a step-by-step strategy. Those things can help. But in my experience is that complexity is the enemy. The more complex it is, the more overwhelmed you feel, the less likely you're even going to bother with it. Right? The more you're going to feel, oh my God, I'll start tomorrow, I'll do it. And then before you know it, you end up procrastinating and spending time doing something else because it's just so overwhelming. So keep it simple. And to keep it simple, here's the thing. Here's something I truly believe about changing habits. The most important, fundamental thing that you need is to make a decision. Is to make a decision to change. If you are trying to break free from a habit, no matter the habit, whether it's a physical behavior, or emotional behavior, or a thought habit, you gotta decide, stop, no fucking more. Okay, and you have to have certainty that you are done with that habit, with that type of behavior. Most people, if they're honest and they reflect, they wanna change the habit, but I want to stop smoking, but I want to stop drinking, but I want to lose weight, but I want to start doing this, but, right? They're halfway there. They kind of want you, but, and as long as you're like half-assed somewhere, not committed, you want it, but not, you'll get exactly that. You'll be up and down, left and right. Your mind needs certainty. And that's why making a decision is so important. When I stopped drinking, right? That was many, many years ago. I think it's more than 10 years ago. I used to party a lot, drink a lot after work, weekends. It was the thing I grew up doing. It was the normal. And one day I woke up and I had it. Being hangover, I had it. Drinking, spending money, feeling like shit, I've had it. And life is about to be really good when you had it. When you can no longer take that shit no more, that's when you make the decision to stop completely. And so I stopped drinking. And for years, I didn't drink anything. And still today, over 10 years later, I barely drink. I have an occasional drink when I want it, when I feel like it, but that's it. Because I made a decision that I'm not going to put my body through that. I'm not going to be hangover again. So that was my personal reasons. But it was enough for me to commit and to tell my friend and to tell people when they were, nagging you about, oh, just try, don't be like this, la la la. To be like, fuck you, no, I won't. But if you are weak in your belief, in your certainty, you will be swayed and influenced at times. And that can break you and your habit. So making a decision, no matter what it is, if you have a thought, a negative belief, or emotional reaction, or if you're throwing tantrums, or if you're overreacting to certain things, you must first decide. You really have to decide that that behavior, I can no longer tolerate that behavior. It is no longer representing who I choose to be. It has to go. You need certainty, my friend. And if you have that, that's all you need. And how do you get certainty? Your question might be, right? Well, if it doesn't come up naturally, if you don't have enough reason naturally to have that certainty, you can simply ask yourself, why do I want to change that habit? Why do I want to change eating so much, or that thought, or that belief, or that behavior that I have? And get as much reason, get as much emotional traction behind it until your mind locks in it. Your why will give you reasons, and then the mind will do its job. And when I look at my dad, when he stopped smoking, I was young, I was maybe 8, 9 years old, whatever, and he used to smoke 2 freaking packs of cigarettes a day. Until he found out that my brother had asthma. And then overnight, he stopped smoking, and he never smoked since. He had it. He had the freaking reason, and he made a decision. I will no longer smoke because it's affecting my kids' health. And that reason made a difference. Recently, I was talking to another friend of mine when I was on holiday about how he stopped smoking, And it was a different reason, but he made a decision. He told me, I stopped overnight, and I never smoked since, and it's been more than 6-7 months, I don't remember. So, and it's not just about smoking or drinking or doing a particular behavior or eating too much or spending too much on time on the phone or playing games. It can be a thought, it can be emotional, it can be a belief. If you have any form of thoughts, recurring thoughts or question or story in your mind, you can go to the same problem. The extra challenge with your thoughts or emotional reaction is that they are often very deeply unconscious, meaning we're not aware of it. We are doing it, especially our thoughts. A thought can go through your mind without you paying attention because you had it so much and you're so absorbed in your external environment that it's easy to just let it slip. So I invite you to really become clear what thought, what habit, what's the story, what's the emotional pattern that the emotional habitual pattern that you have that you want to stop. And become very clear about why. What's the consequences? What's the price of that thought? What is it going to cost you 5 years, 10 years from now if you keep on having that thought? And I guarantee you, if you make the decision, I will no longer let that thought pass by without me changing it. Because you see, it's not about never having that thought again, but it's about becoming aware that, oh, here's the emotion again, or here's the thought again, here's the story again, or I'm saying it again, I'm catching it, and I'm tracking it back to something else. That is powerful change, because changing the thoughts and the habits that we have, that we repeat it so often, can take a bit of time. So it's not about beating yourself up if you slip back or whatever, but it's about catching it, and it's about making a change in that moment. And we are all powerful enough to do that. So my advice to you, if you are about and if you want to change any habit, start a new habit. Whether it's you want to go to the gym, start meditation. It's the same thing when I talk to people about meditation. It's a habit that a lot of people want to start because they know it's good for them, right? Whatever that means. And it's right. But then I want to start meditating, but, right? That but just creeps in. I don't know how to do it. I have too many thoughts. I don't have the time. La 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 la. It's too hard. So they're already rationalizing why they cannot do it. And with that kind of attitude and mindset and preconceived idea, you won't fucking do it. So become aware of the words you speak to explain, rationalize why you're not doing a certain things, why you're not starting or sticking to that habit. You're making a decision, not you. The certainty is so strong in your inability to do it over the long term that you're sticking to that. It's not that you're not making a decision, it's that you're making a decision, not you. And you're choosing to believe into something else. I hope this makes sense, guys, because if you can get enough certainty behind anything, the whole universe will align behind that. Your mind will respond to that. And you know that because you already have experiences in your life when you decided something and you were like, this is gonna go, and it went this way. So you have examples of that in your life. Remind yourself of that. That is your creative power when you have that belief in something. And that's when you really use your creative power. So I hope it makes sense. Let me know what you think down in the comments, guys. Let me know what kind of habits you're changing. If you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments. As always, thank you for watching these videos, guys. I will see you next time. Be well.